Hello everybody, Mr. Level55 here, and today we are doing another Bionicle Classic review. Here I have set number 8954, the limited edition set, Mazeka. Now, this is actually technically the first vehicle set I'm going to be reviewing from 2008, which is actually pretty exciting. So, in total I have 3 vehicle sets I'm going to be reviewing, and this is one of them. So, so far this is going to be one of the 3 vehicle sets we've done so far. So, we still got to do 2 other ones after this, of course. So, anyways, I think we'll go ahead. As always, we'll go over the functions, color schemes, type stuff, instructions, all that good stuff. So, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so, first of all, as always, we're going to go over his functions first, because everybody loves the functions, because functions are the functions are really what makes a set, and it increases the play value. So, you can say he has quite a few. I'd say he's got like, I guess he'd say 2 or 3 functions if you count taking off the Matoran. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and start with taking the Matoran off and on. So, basically, what you do is his hands or socket joints are in a have pin axles on them, blue pin axles that are on one of Golly's hooks, which are really nice old pieces to get. So, yeah, haven't got those for a while. So you just clip those hands off on both sides, and then his feet are attached down here to with another another blue pin axle. So we again just take that off, and as well do it on the other side. And sometimes they will get stuck right here. Sometimes they'll stay in, but you can easily take that off and put it back on his foot. So I guess we can kind of go over the character himself. I believe the name of the vehicle is called Mazeka. I'm not actually sure what this Matoran's name is called. I'm pretty sure he's an Av Matoran, I think, and I didn't put him in my my Av Matoran review because he's not an official Av Matoran, and he wasn't one of the small sets because he is a vehicle set. Same thing with Voltraz. If I had all the Shadow Matoran, he wouldn't be in the review with them. But anyways, this is the little character you get. I think it's a nice character. You've got some reused parts, specifically the mask. His mask is reused from 2007 from Nuparu Mari. So from Nuparu Mari, whom I reviewed from the last from a while back. I think he was in one of the first Bionicle Classic reviews I ever made. He was actually in a two-part video, so I think it was in part 2. So, yeah, you can take off the character, and then you could easily put him back on with the pins and everything. Yeah, pretty simple. Just click them in with the pins on there, and he's got a nice seat here as well, so that's pretty nice. And just put his hands on these hooks. At least that's what they are. So yeah, another function would be the spinning function. So, actually I guess there would be 4 functions. So yeah, another function would be the spinning function, where you can spin this around. You can spin it like that. And then another function would be that you can as well move it up like this, or down a little bit like that. So that was a really, really neat feature that they added in there. So it had a lot of articulation in the waist, so you can make it go up, down, or turn around, or anything. So yeah. And another cool thing, or function, is of course, the kind of type of Sky Blaster function, I guess you'd say. So it's kind of like a Zamrosphere launcher, except it's been more modified and extended to where you can pull it, do the thing from a longer distance. So I'll go ahead and show you how it works right now. So basically, if we take a look right here, we have this thing right here that you can kind of push in a little bit. If you push that in, that thing's going to also move forward, and that little axle right there, that little gray axle you see right there, that's moving, that's going to trigger the little ball to come out. If you push it down hard enough, if you hold it for a little longer, harder, and then, yeah, I'm not going to do it right now, and then after that comes out, it'll come out right through here, which is actually designed very nicely. And then another ball will come down to take its place. So then you can kind of have like a rapid fire thing. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and test that out right now, actually. So set up the camera back where it was. A little too high. That's good. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check this out in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna fire all of them. Go. Okay, I was not keeping track of any of those, but there are quite a lot of them in this set. I'm not actually sure how many there were and where they went, so I'll be right back once I've got them all and knocked over the camera a bit. Okay, I finally got all the balls, and I looked in the instructions, and there is a total of 9 little Midax Sky Blaster little balls that you can get from this set. And basically how you put them back in, it's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and just can't put them right there, so let's kind of move up the camera a bit. So basically you have these little blue pins right here, these extended pins that kind of hold the balls in place. So basically what we do is we'll take a little ball here and we'll just push it in like that, and it goes all the way to the bottom, and you keep doing this until it is filled up. So, and you'll eventually have to do it on this side too. So, yeah, just keep doing that. Here we go. And then 2 on this side. There we go. So it's very simple and a bit complex, not too complex, I'd say, at least for me. But that is a very, very nice feature that I can do the rapid fire. So, yeah, I think that goes over really the functions. So, I think we'll move on to some color scheme type things. Okay, so Mazeka's color scheme, I'd say, is it's pretty unique, actually. I haven't really seen this at all before for really any Bionicle sets that much. So, let's see, where should we start off? So his color scheme consists of blue, Metro blue, silver, black, gray, gunmetal gray. That's pretty much it for the vehicle. And then for the little Matoran's color scheme, it's white, gray, and green, and a silver mask. Yeah. And then we've got there are a few pieces that I'm not including, mainly because they are called color scheme breakers, and those color scheme breakers would be the red pins right here, like a lot of them right here, right here, right here, pretty much 2 on each leg, and then yeah, and then we've also usually the blue pin axles and pins would be a color scheme breaker, but honestly, to me, they're not much of a big deal on this set, mainly because the color scheme is partially blue, so it's okay with this set. But the only thing I'm not okay with is the red pins, that's all. Another thing, if you did notice earlier, there is a red piece that I put right here. Now, I've said this before in previous Bionicle Classic reviews. I do not build all of these sets 100% perfect. I mean, I tried to look for a piece that wasn't like this, that was not red. I just could not find one that was not red. All the ones I had were just red, so I just had to use a red piece. So in the official set, this would not be red. It would be like a gray or a black, I think. Actually, yeah, it's a dark gray, like this color gray right here. Or this color gray. So yeah, it would not be red. So that's just a disclaimer for any of you who are yelling at me right now. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for his. Yeah, that's pretty much the only color scheme breaker. That's pretty much. I'd say that's pretty much the only thing I did wrong with building the set, but other than that, it's pretty perfect. So, I think that goes over his color scheme. We'll go ahead and go over his instructions next. Okay, so Mazeka's instructions are, they're pretty thick, and right now they're still in a pretty good condition, I'd say. There are a few things that make this one a bit special, considering it's a special edition set or a limited edition set. I'm not sure. As you can see, the Bionicle logo up here is in gold rather than the silver that we get with the bigger and larger Titan sets or the normal Mazeka sets or anything. So yeah, that's something we don't really get often for these new 2008 sets. And then we've got a picture of the Mazeka vehicle. We've got the set number down here. We've got www.bionicle.com Lego logo. And if we turn the page, we've got how you should organize your pieces inside rather than outside, and organize bag 1 from bag 2. Oh yeah, uses 3 different numbered bags, so it wasn't really that challenging, honestly. Okay, and then we get to the end, where it shows the completed model and how to put the character on the vehicle. And then we've got a list of parts, which is 2 pages long. And then we've got some advertisements for the Titan sets, like Takanuva, which we reviewed last time, Toa Ignika, which we did review, and Voltraz, which I do not have. And then on the next page, more advertisements for the new vehicle sets, or they were new back then, but not really now. But we've got the Accelera T9, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, the Jetrax T6, and Rockoh T3, and these vehicles are awesome. Oops, I think I ripped some of the page a little, but not too big of a deal. And then, right at the top there, oh well. And then we've got the advertisement for Bionicle.com from 2008. So you can kind of see how it looks like there. And then advertisement for the Lego Club. And then the little wind thing that they used to do. Alright, so that pretty much goes over Mazeka's instructions. I think we're going to go ahead and... Is there anything else I need to do? We got to do likes and dislikes, I know that. So I think that's pretty much all I got to do, really, the important things. So let's go ahead and move on to the likes and dislikes. Okay, so overall, I'm going to go for the likes first and then the dislikes. So overall, this is a pretty good set. It's got a lot of articulation in the legs and the waist. Actually, the waist has got a lot of the waist of the vehicle, not the character, the waist of the vehicle. I like how it comes with a little Avmatorn, which is really nice to get, considering we've only been introduced to 3, so now we've got a fourth one. Whoops. So, and then another thing is that we have the use of old parts, which I guess you can consider these hooks here. Those are really nice to get again. Then I guess you can say we're getting some new pieces for a little bit longer, like these Carpar pieces that we've only gotten for Carpar. So it's pretty nice to see them in this set now, so they don't have to get old so quickly. Another thing I do like is all the functions. All the functions are great, including the articulation in the waist that goes up and down all around, and yeah, and then the shooter function, and how you can take off the Matoran off the Mazeka vehicle. Another thing I do really like is the design of it. It's very unique, and we don't really get a design like this really for a long time until Scorpio comes around in 2009, but it doesn't look too similar, and plus the Scorpio set is way bigger. I have it, but I didn't really... I'll see if I can build them in time for 2009. So, yep. His build's pretty good, especially right here on the little blaster right here. It looks really heavy duty right there. It looks really nice. I like how they covered it up and didn't just show the Zamasphere launcher and they kind of hid it. So that's really nice. Another thing how I like they did that they hardly ever did for the Bionicle sets in 2006 was that they closed these off with these blue pins. And they didn't do this for the Bionicle sets, even though they really needed it really bad, because that's kind of one of the major downfalls of those sets. So, yep, they've got those blue pins to hold them in so they don't fall out. And then that's pretty much it for likes. It's a really good set. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna say a 9 out of 10 because there are a few things I dislike, and there are only a few things I dislike, and these are just little things that I find. I would say they're a bit picky, but all set has flaws. So one of the things I dislike are the red pins right here and how they stick out and that they're not covered up completely. That's mainly the only thing. And it's not just the red pins. The blue pins and this gray pin right here on all the legs and stuff. I don't like the open pins, or I don't like the open axles, that much. So I feel like they could have been covered up easily, but Lego was maybe a bit too lazy to cover them up. But it's not too much of a problem for me. I just feel like this is something that Lego should have done and that they could have easily improved. So anyways, I think that's pretty much it for likes and dislikes, and we'll go over my final thoughts. Okay, so now we are at the end of the video, and I will go over my final thoughts on the set. So overall, how does this stand up to be a great set? Well, let's see. It's got good range of articulation and all, and the legs, the waist and stuff. It's got a little, it has another figure that you can attach and disattach from the vehicle. The main part of it is a vehicle, which is really nice, since this is kind of still a bit new. I mean, the first vehicle we got was Takanuva's little speeder type thing. And another thing is that, well, it has a pretty good color scheme and hides a lot of the mechanical type stuff. Well, almost. So, but overall, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, just because, the only reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, really, is just because that I feel like these could have been covered up like down here in the waist. I feel like it should have been a bit more armored up or something. Like maybe put some Toametru armor right there on the legs. Toametru leg armor. That would have been nice, like on the bottom of the legs. I'm not sure if that would affect. I'm not actually sure. Or the Hordika thing, armor pieces, or whatever. So yeah, I feel like it should have been more armored up down at the legs because, I don't know. But anyways, other than that, this set is great, honestly. So anyways, I think this is going to be the end of this Bionicle Classic review video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys again soon. Thank you for watching again, and keep building!